There are no shortcuts to learning a language, right? Right, but there are more efficient ways of using your brain. In this video, I'm going to teach you the one real language hack no one is talking about. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just sitting in this actual Japanese bamboo grove reading some excellent doujinshi. Why? For science, of course. You know, I learned to speak Japanese only by reading doujinshi. Sit a while, friend, and I'll tell you why reading adult comics is the best way to learn Japanese. So, why doujinshi? Well, it's very simple. My patented study method follows the three most important rules set by linguistics: relatability, positive feedback loops, and accessibility. You know, most people just give up learning a new language within a few weeks or months, but not you, because you're going to hack your brain by using doujinshi to learn Japanese. See, the reason most people give up so fast is because your brain needs something that says, hey, what I am learning is worthwhile. And if you don't have that, you're just going to get bored and give up after a little while. If you can't generate positive feedback, your brain will just give up and lose interest. For language learners, this is usually the satisfaction of making a new friend or reading a book or ordering food in another language. But what if, hear me out, what if I told you there was a way to hack your brain into a positive feedback loop every single time you studied? What then? What then? Like, what if, random example, you got off every time you studied, but not like simultaneously, but because you were studying so hard? What a great world that would be, where you could do— Wait a minute! Oh my god! Let me introduce you to Joshi Ana by Kitana Sai. Joshi Ana is a wonderful whole of woman's body. Yes indeed it is, friend. Yes indeed it is. See, there's this one boy, right, and he likes working in the library, and his favorite books to read are these ecchi manga left by some pervert just around in the library, right? But he doesn't know who did it. And he has this one really hot senpai, right? And, you know, one day they're working in the library together, but it's empty because it's like raining or something, and so no one's showing up. And so they're gonna close up and leave early, but you know, she goes to get a book, right? But she needs a ladder to hold it because it's up on a really high shelf, and he has to hold it for her. And he ends up looking up her skirt, and he's all like, and she's all like, and he's all like, and it's like, that's a happy ending. That's a happy. Anyway, this brings us to our second point, relatability. See, this is just everyday people doing everyday sexy things in everyday language. You don't want to learn a lot of technical words unless you're going to become a Japanese lawyer. You want everyday words that everyday sexy people use in ordinary life. See, a lot of weebs try to learn Japanese with anime and manga, and, you know, amazing as they are, that's honestly just not a very great idea because they're not very realistic, and all the characters tend to have these weird tics, and they don't talk like regular people. It's not very productive. But in, let's call them adult short stories, it's realistic people in realistic, sexy situations because it's like real life, but hotter. And you learn all sorts of great things, like all the words in Japanese for butthole. Like, you'd think that the wonderful whole of woman's body would be the front, but it's the back. You wouldn't know that if it weren't for this book. Amazing. Oh, what's this? Your friend has a stalker problem? You're gonna help her out? Oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna trap the stalker in a public bathroom to teach him a lesson? Oh my god, that's so crazy. Is this a learning? I didn't know learning could be this fun. If only I knew back in high school that learning was this fun, I would have paid more attention in class. You see how this works? You see how well this works? It's amazing. It's amazing. And all of this is great, but would be meaningless were it out of reach for your average weeb. Luckily, you can find these books on many different pirated sites, because the people who write and sell them tend to be sweaty otakus who avoid the social pressures of legal battles and sunlight. Personally, I prefer physical copies of books, and you can buy them pretty cheap at used bookstores. This was like 350 yen at Book Off, and the older ones are like 200 yen a piece. Honestly, it's a pretty affordable study tool. And there's just something magical about buying someone's used pornography. Smells like nothing, because Japanese are very clean people who do not come on their possessions. Anyway, this has been great. Subscribe for next time when I teach you how to learn Japanese with used adult DVDs. Ow, 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 stop, ow, no, ow, 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 stop, ow. Oh. What the fuck was that?